When you have a fear of alcohol withdrawal, there are so many things that you can do. Now, what we're trying to do is trying to change perceptions. We're trying to give you as much power and control as you possibly can. There are a lot of truths about alcohol, about what alcohol does to you, what alcohol does to your body, what alcohol does to your life. There's a lot of truths that you know, that you can see. There are also a number of extreme truths that are only applied or applicable to a small number of people. And there are also a small number of people who, if you're a drinker, they want to apply these extreme truths to you. And the reason is because they want you to fear. Fear stirs up the imagination and makes you think about all sorts of stuff and can make you take courses of action that you wouldn't otherwise take. Now, most drinkers are going to go through some form of alcohol withdrawal. Most drinkers are not going to go through much alcohol withdrawal, but they will go through some. Now, the big fear is that you're going to go through a lot, that you're going to go through these extreme levels of alcohol withdrawal, that you're going to get the DTs or that you're going to go into seizures. Our goal here is simply to strip away all the bullshit, strip away everything that doesn't apply to you, and when we strip that away, the fear will go with it. I never thought about withdrawals when I was stopping drinking alcohol. It just didn't occur to me that I was going to go through withdrawals. I had gone through withdrawal after withdrawal when I was drinking alcohol. You know, withdrawal is something that you go through when you stop drinking, right? And that means when you stop drinking. So when you go through a hangover, part of that hangover is a withdrawal process, right? Part of the hangover is dehydration. You've also got a part of the hangover which is due to the alcohol poisoning. But most people don't realize that. They look at the alcohol withdrawal from that extreme end, and that's where the fear comes from, that extreme end that they're going to go through, that there is a possibility that they may lose their life because of drinking alcohol. And I appreciate that. But the body is a strange thing. The body can work with you, but it can also work against you. I mean, you've all heard of the placebo effect, where a substance or an idea or a process, it gives you the idea that you're getting better, but there's actually no medicinal quality in the actual process, in the placebo process. There's also a nocebo process, which is the opposite of that, which is where an idea or a substance actually makes you feel worse, right? You take something and it makes you feel worse, even though it's not doing you any harm. Now, these are two big processes that big alcohol, big sober recovery, whatever you want to call them, the big boys in this game of stopping drinking alcohol, they want to stoke that fear. They want you to believe that you shouldn't stop drinking alcohol without getting help. I want to try and just give you a little bit of context with this. I think context is everything. I've done quite a bit of research into how many people actually die from alcohol withdrawal, and the figures are pretty sketchy. The best that I've been able to come up with is maybe 200-300 people per year in the United States die from alcohol withdrawal. And that is the basis of all this fear. Now, did you know that 400 to 500 people die every year in the United States from falling out of their bed? Up to 12,000 people die every year from falling down the stairs. So I just want to give you a context with this. If you have any fear at this stage whatsoever, the best thing that you can do is to go down to your doctor and get medical advice. Because it's the medical problems that are caused by all the drinking that you've done, the accumulation of drinking. That's the thing that's going to cause the problem for you. That's the thing that puts you at risk. And from everything that I've read, the people who are at most risk of both the DTs and having seizures are people that have gone through that before. So if you've gone through that before, you should most certainly go down and get medical treatment. If you haven't, go down to your doctor and ask for advice first, but most people are not at any risk at all, especially of those severe withdrawal symptoms. And you know, any advice is only worth a damn if it's contextual, if it's in your specific case. You know, I can say 1,000 different things to you, but they don't apply to you. The only things that are going to apply to you are the things that you go down to your doctor, and your doctor looks at you specifically, looks at your health, looks at your welfare, looks at your drinking history, looks at how much alcohol you've put into your body, how much in the recent past, how much in the long-term past, how long you've been drinking for, all those questions. And that is contextual to you then. And then the doctor can have an informed opinion and give you informed advice. But for 95% of people, there is absolutely no risk to you whatsoever. I mean, you're going to go through some symptoms of withdrawal, you're going to go through some discomfort, you're going to go through some cravings, you're going to go through some consequences. I mean, you've been drinking alcohol for a long time, so there are going to be consequences to you taking the alcohol out of the equation, to taking the alcohol out of your life. But once you step past that and you get past that fear, the fear of the withdrawal, the fear of the cravings, the fear of the discomfort. And once you move past that and you move into your new life, you can start working on things then. You can start making your life into a better possible version of what you're capable of doing. So watch this video next. Take care of yourself. Bye now.